What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of the PGA Tour scheduled courses. Basically, if you guys have caught any of them in the past, started up, did it last year, maybe the year before too, but basically all I do is just follow the PGA Tour schedule and put these out as the tournaments are going on. Second round of today, just played the famous Caddyshack course at Bushwood Country Club. Go check that one out. Awesome round, was really looking forward to that one. And luckily enough, I actually played pretty well during that one, so definitely a video you want to check out. The course designers did an awesome job. They had sound bites from the video or from the movie throughout the round, depending on what happened with the course. And actually, they had dynamic weather, so started off nice, and then, like you guys see in the movie, Bill Murray going out there with whoever the doctor or lawyer, whatever that guy was, the member at the course, saying that he's having the round of his life and don't think that the heavy stuff will come down for quite a while. So started off nice with the weather, then there was pouring rain. Started off light rain, get to pouring rain with lightning, and then cleared up towards the end of the round. But really cool job by that course designer. As for this video, again, moving on with the PGA Tour schedule, this course is, luckily too, it's titled the same, so I can kind of keep the same titles. I don't want to get in any trouble or ruffle any feathers with the GSPro naming issues, but we are playing Colonial Country Club in Fort Worth, Texas. This is home of the Charles Schwab Challenge going on from May 23rd to May 26th, which you guys should be seeing this. Gonna give it a go from the furthest back tees and see what happens, see if we can kind of continue my good swings and good round from the first one I just played. Calling it quits after this round, so hopefully piece together, get off to a decent start on the front nine, piece together a full total round that's halfway decent. Obviously PGA Tour type of course, it's going to be more challenging, especially from the furthest back tees than that Bushwood course was, but we'll see what happens. So for the rundown, everything's linked down below in the description. Don't have to purchase any of these items directly through those Amazon links, just anything in general. If you do any of your regular Amazon purchases and you click one of those links first, I'd really appreciate it. Gives me a small affiliate commission, great way to support the channel at no additional cost to you guys if you're going to make Amazon purchases anyways, so I would appreciate that. The money either just stays with Amazon and they keep the extra money, or would go to a person that directs the traffic like me for posting those Amazon links. But Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat, Callaway super fast ball that I need to go get from the last round. I hit one over, which I can see, I need to get that too. 10x7 nets, DIY stance mat, and GSPro you're seeing as the simulator software on my gaming laptop over here. So without further ado, let's see what we can do. First hole is a par 5, 558 yards. Let's do the flyover. Can already feel the back, lower back specifically, tightening up a little bit from that first round, so I'm gonna get this going, and hopefully, believe it or not, driver was actually decent today. All the clubs actually were decent. I don't think I hit really a single horrendous shot. Most of them were pretty good, and I would say 75% of them were actually better than expected, which usually doesn't happen, but all right, here we go. First hole, narrow landing spot per usual. We'll aim about there. Been opening up the club face with all my clubs across the bag, just a little bit out of dress to force myself with having the mindset of playing a little bit of a ideally baby fade, but opening the club face a little bit more just so I can know in my head, either consciously or subconsciously, however you want to look at it, looking down at the club with a little bit of an open face, I know that I really need to close the club face down and release the club, otherwise it's going to start right and stay right. So worked for the first round, we'll see if we can keep that going. Oh, that was heely low and headed left, and luckily we got a no read off the tee, so we're gonna get a free mulligan out of that, unless it registers late, but I don't think it will. That was kind of a pulled draw up the left. See if we can straighten things out a little bit. Talk about releasing the club. Alright, still going to be up the left, but that was hit a little bit better. Bounce right. It's going to stay in the rough. Not terrible though. 144 ball speed, or so Garmin says. Leaves us with 306 left on a little bit of an upslope, pretty flat lie sideways or horizontally. I have been experimenting a little bit with the 3-wood, but left that in the bag the first round. We're just going to hit 4 hybrid out of this rough. It's going to take 6% off for the speed, but just looking for anything in the neighborhood of 240, maybe a little bit less, maybe 230-ish out of the rough, but just something up there. Give ourselves a approach wedge or less into this green. Hit it halfway decent, but that's going to be fading up the right. Thought I hit it a little bit better than that. Granted, it went into the bunker, but yeah, it must have been. So spin was low, came out. I mean, Garmin had the raw carry at 219, which would have rolled out on these type of fairways closer to that 230, 240 number. Only 196 in the game for whatever reason. I don't know if that's exactly 6% or not. I can't do that math that quick, but only 221. So we're in a fairway bunker, which is going to be 5 to 10%. We're on a downslope, which isn't great out of a bunker. We have 85 up about 2 to 3 yards. So aim there, and it's going to have to be a feel type of an approach wedge. Looking for around a 75, 80 yard type of carry feel with an more opened up approach wedge. Started a bit higher. We'll see. A little bit thin, and I popped it up. We'll see what happens. See, I was saying that last time. I've been experiencing that. I don't understand how sometimes this club particularly, I mean, I choked down, I hit it thin, but still sometimes like those shots end up being 10-20 yards long, and other times they're spot on. I don't know. We had 100% spin out of there, and it was 92% speed, so that should have taken more off. And I mean, Garmin had it at 107. I don't know, maybe there's a slight glitch with the connector or something. I don't know why that would read more, and it seems to be only that club. It's really like there's no problem really with the flop shots with the 60 and the 56. It seems to only be in pitching wedge and 9-iron fine. It seems to be only that approach wedge with fuller shots, even choke down shots, that approach wedge in particular, and then a little bit more of a fuller shot with a 56 seems to be flying too much. I don't think I hit that 107 in the air, but, and even 96 in the game, but I digress. 18 yards on a little bit of an upslope. All right, gonna be a 60. Try to fly this, open it up, fly it about 15. A little bit chunky, a little bit right. Let's stay inside the inner circle. Par. All right, we'll take it. And luckily, for whatever reason, I tried to do this the past couple rounds, and I noticed it like a few holes into the Bushwood one. The hole transition is working now for whatever reason. I tried to have that set. Maybe I just needed to restart my laptop or whatever, but I like that better than just the screen turning black. It kind of brings the camera up and almost does a little bit of a flyover over the next hole, which I think is pretty cool. But even through one, second hole, par 4, 390. Let's see what we're working with this flyover. Through a tree, got a dog leg right. Graphics are still really good, but they don't seem to be super duper high quality compared to some of the other courses I've played, but still no complaints here. This may have been a slightly older course. Seems like they just get progressively better as the course designers get more tools available to them and try out different things to improve things. Sounds to be, maybe we're near a highway. It sounds like cars are going by or something in the game. low Healy. Felt like that was going right. Garmin had that as a draw. Maybe it started right and was going to draw back. Didn't feel like that, but we're in play. 136, I like that. Should be well, it's up 2 yards, so we're at 138. And we're on a downslope, so it's going to kill some spin, come out a little bit hotter. Going to go pitching wedge, full pitching wedge. Still right in the ballpark of a stock pitching wedge. Play it to 130, 135 usually. Little bit thin in Healy, we'll see. Should be pretty close though. Not a bad strike by any means. All right, take that. That's kind of what I was talking about the first round too. It was just, in general, hitting about 75% of my shots. Usually doesn't happen, but the vast majority of my shots have been pretty much what I've been looking for. Hopefully that's foreshadowing of some good golf to come throughout the rest of the season. We're still in the springtime here, so got the pretty much entire golf season ahead still. 1 under through 2, third hole, par 4. I'm gonna grab a drink. Looks like we have a dog leg left. Grab a drink while you guys look at this flyover. All right, a little bit more wayward with driver those first 2 holes. See if we can dial things back in here a bit. Where are we aimed? Well, gotta hit a straight one. Oh, that is right. Realistically, that would have been probably into the trees on the right. That was, club face was open when I hit that. Only 158 RPMs of side spin. That would have been significantly more in real life or on a higher end unit, but 236 left. Should be back pin location. Gonna go 4 hybrid, should be pretty good. If I catch one clean, it may just trickle off the backside, but that's one of those good misses, and we'll deal with that if that's the case. A slight, I'm not hoping for it, but a slight miss hit wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Get us more towards that 230, 235 number. Oh, that was thin off the heel, headed left. Hit it halfway decent, but that was pretty far left. Again, good read from the Garmin. Had it at least in the general location. That was exactly what I thought was going to happen, and that's what it resulted in. All right. Well, I was talking about a miss hit. I didn't mean that much of a miss hit, but 25 yards left. We're in the rough. Just going to open up. Could almost go 60, but that'll be 90% certainty up and over the net. So just going to open up a 56. Try to hit it right around just shy of 25 in the air. Starting to feel a bit more comfortable with opening up these wedges. Not really what I have been playing the past couple years back here or on course, but it's kind of what GSPro calls for. Drop kicked it. That's gonna have to go a little bit. See, and even that, I hit pretty far behind that. Granted, the artificial mat, bogey on that one, it, instead of pulling up grass, it kind of drop kicks the club into the ball. But I don't think, I mean, I guess maybe, I don't know, that one, I don't have that many complaints on that one. 23 yards of raw carry. That's probably not crazy off. If anything, it was probably pretty close actually, so I stand corrected on that. Never mind, back to even. 4th hole, par 3, 250, jeez. Let's look at this flyover. What am I gonna hit 250? Could go I guess we'll try the 3-wood. I'm not anticipating, I'm just really happy with how I played on the first round. Not trying to get too greedy and ahead of myself, thinking that I'm going to play super well 2 rounds in a row. So we'll do a little bit of experimentation with the 3-wood here off the deck, see what happens. Maybe into these later holes, if I'm protecting a decent score, I'll put this back in the bag, but let's see what we get here. 3-wood off the deck. A little bit heavy, but hit it pretty good. That could get there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, go in the hole. Let's go. 141 ball speed. 3-wood off the deck. 101 club speed. Garmin had that as 225 carry, 235, just probably because of that little bit of the elevation in the game, but 248 total. Take that all day long. Usually this 3-wood, play it anywhere from, on decent strikes, 250, occasionally if I absolutely rip one, 260, 270, but usually around right in that 350 number ballpark. All right, back to 1 under, 5th hole par 4, 481. We are behind trees, I guess. This should be interesting. Hitting that, like I wish I could do that consistently with that 3-wood. Hitting that, like that, and hitting my 4 hybrid, usually like I do, makes me wonder and debate why I even try to hit this driver off the tee. The amount of hot and cold issues I've been having with it. So I think someone mentioned B. Okay, so yeah, B kind of brings you to the side and sees what you're looking at. We're right behind the tree where the camera is. Where are we? We got water all along the left, or the right rather. So we'll aim right there. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Never seen that before. That's a weird glitch. I don't like that. Alright, we're going to leave it there. That's probably not great for the laptop. I don't know what the deal is with that. Let's hit this and get off this tee box. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. The screen was just like flashing and glitching. Gonna be low and kind of up the middle. Alright. That's probably not great for the laptop screen, but hopefully that doesn't keep happening. I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe just the tee box. Alright. Not the best, not the worst. 228 left. Up about 2. Kind of in between. It's a little bit of a choke down 4 hybrid, or I'm going to aim out there. Usually fades a little bit. I'm going to go 4 iron. First time hitting this today, but we'll see. See what we get out of the 4 iron. If I hit it good, generally in the neighborhood of 225-ish. I almost hit that off the hosel. That's a shank right. That might be wet. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Well, hindsight. Yeah, that was. We'll see if this shows up. Half that ball was off the hosel. You guys see the imprint? I don't know, I basically made contact. It was like right in here. Typical hosel rocket. Fitting. Worst shot by far I've hit today. Alright, drop stroke, gonna have to drop our ball. Leaves us with 89 out of the rough. 11 degrees of right slope. So this is gonna come out way right. We're gonna have to aim over here. And it's feel shot with the approach wedge. Considering this has been coming up long, I'm just going to try to, as a feel, hit this about 75. It's gonna draw, and we aimed left. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for the amount I choked down, I don't think that's going 100 yards in the air. Maybe it is. Maybe I just need to swing easier with this club. I mean, it's 51 degrees. I don't know. That's another head scratcher with this stupid club. So we had a penalty stroke in the water, just flew the green by 14 yards. Or flew where the pin is. Alright. 60 degree. I mean, I hit that solid. I don't feel like I'm swinging that hard for that to fly that far. Considering I was trying to hit it 25, or not 25, considering I was trying to hit it 75, and it went almost 30 yards longer than that. Seems like a pretty decent discrepancy there, but came out a little bit left. Should be decent though. Alright, luckily we got inside the inner circle. Probably going to be a bogey or a double. Oh boy, back to one over. Get one back, give one back. And we're behind another tree. What's going on here? Alright, let's do the flyover. 6th hole, par 4, 405. This might glitch out again. I wonder, I'm curious if anyone else plays this course. Maybe if I go back inside and look it up. I'm sure people have done this. This is a pretty famous course. Wondering if people have done this before, if that was similar, if there's something already going on with my brand new laptop, which would be very unfortunate. Seemed to be just that tee shot, so hopefully that's the only time I ever see that again. That was quicker, but it was kind of a no read. That was going to be out there. That was hit pretty solid. It was just a bit low and duck hooky. That was pretty close to the center though. Take two. Still low, but that was straighter. Should be up the middle. Not terrible. First one would have went a lot further. All right, 149 left. Up about 2, so this should be stock 9 here. If I hit my 9, generally 9 iron is my 150, 155 club. If I hit it 155, it'll be backside of the inner circle or towards the back of the green, but so be it. Not trying to get cute with anything, just hit a good 9. Or completely thin it. Yeah, that's what I deserved out of that. That was also partly off the hosel. Not as bad as the other one, but I made contact with that down here. What's going on? Yikes. I think I shot 3 under. Spoiler alert, 3 under in the last round, and I was hitting everything really well. And now I'm literally go from that within less than 5 minutes in between that round and this one. Go from striking things very well in my books to hitting multiple shots off the hosel. I love golf. 21 up 2 out of the bunker, which is going to play. Again, I've been kind of negating it. Greenside bunker 25%. We are in an upslope, which is good, but I'm going to go. Let's try the 56. If I opened up and tried to fly at 20 with the 60, it'll probably go up and over, so I'm going to open up the 56 and we'll see. This may come up a little bit long, but this 56 It doesn't have the bounce on it, but this 56 has more bounce than the 60 does. So a little bit tougher to open it up and kind of glide it underneath. Pretty clean contact though. It's just rolling out just a bit too much, but we're inside the inner circle. Take that. Decent shot. Take the par for sure. Flying over to the 7th hole. So we're still 1 over through 6. 7th hole, par 4, 434 yards. Let's do the flyover. I mentioned it in the last one just because of the really cool weather that the course designer put in with that bushwood, but I didn't realize there was an option you can select right before you start the round to use the recommended course settings. So I'm going to start doing that going forward. With that just slightly changes the stimp to make it more accurate for the course, and it also changes. Sometimes it turns the wind on, which I have to turn back off, but just changes a little bit of the fairway firmness and the green firmness. But doing that, at least I would assume, makes the course play as accurately as possible as it would in real life, as opposed to just using kind of standard stock settings every time. All right, pretty straight hole. Let's try to square one up. Oh. A lot of swings in a short amount of time. Low Healy left. Just stay there. What would that probably go? 220? .220 carry. 240 somehow. It's probably on the generous side. How poorly I hit that. All right, a little bit blocked out. We're in the rough. We've got 199. I'm gonna go 6 iron. We'll see what happens here. They usually fade a little bit, so I'm gonna go there, but that's bringing these trees more into play. But that's kind of the line I have to take. Usually play this 6 to about 200, 205. So hopefully, if I don't hit it off the stupid hosel, with the 6% reduction in the rough, should put us pretty close to that number. Well, it was a better strike, but I pulled that left. It's coming back though. I don't know if we caught any of those trees. We may have. I don't know. Bogey? Alright, at least we're on the green. 2 over. 8th hole, par 3, 185. I like that. Should be a good stock 7. Usually play that 7 to about 180, 185, so good strike. Should put us right near the pin. If I don't catch it quite as well as I would like, so she'll put us on the front side of the green. Pulled that left as well, but I hit it good. Alright. All things considered, it wasn't off the hosel, so that was actually a decent strike. Wasn't quite where we wanted it, but good enough. I actually had that, I'm releasing the club more. I had that starting left and staying left. Garmin had that starting left and fading back to the right with a 2.2 positive, or aka left to right spin access with 260. I had that kind of as a pull draw, as a feel, but all right, 10 yards. We're on an upslope, so this should launch a bit higher and land a bit softer. 10 yards, looking to just fly it towards this bottom section of the net. Should be pretty good distance-wise. Caught it a little thin. As odd as that sounds for a 60, but we'll take it. I think that was a par. 2 over through 8, onto the 9th hole we go. Par 4, 407. Big fan of the flyovers. Again, gives me a chance just to grab my club. You guys have something to look at. I think it's a worthwhile thing to keep doing. Alright, we got a split fairway, but 0% chance we even come close to that water off this tee. I guess I'll favor right center, considering I've been releasing my hands a bit better. Kind of surprising too, because it's only about 50 degrees, so on the colder side, but I've been actually getting some decent distance on some of these clubs, been striking it well. I would have thought that with the colder weather compared to 50 or 60, 70 degrees I've been out here in the past. Kind of surprised that I'm hitting it as good as I am right now, but just a tad low. That's a pretty good swing. That should be right down the middle. Had some decent speed on it too, at least it felt like. Can't wait to be out here, and I'll be complaining about the hot weather, obviously, but can't wait to be out here in shorts and a t-shirt and really start giving the driver a rip when I'm not as bundled up and slightly restricted. All right, 273 on that one, we'll take it. 128. Oh. All right, I'm going pitch and wedge. We'll see. We may, it's on a downslope. I could probably get the full approach wedge there. I gotta get up and over the water. The pitching wedge is a safer move and will probably come up long, so I think I'm gonna do that. Thin. Pretty poor strike. A little bit Healy, at least it wasn't off the Hosel, but that was very low on the face. Alright, 6 yards in the rough. At least we're on an upslope again. It's going to come out a little bit left, so we'll aim there, and I mean 6 yards. I gotta hit that just to the bottom of the net. What I was looking for. That helps. Judge that one correctly. Isn't a hole. All right. Things are looking up. Brings us, we got one back there, brings us to 1 over, heading into the back 9. That's a good way to finish the front. 10th hole, par 4, 410. That feels good. Another split fairway. Alright. See what happens. 265 there. I'd be happy if I get more than that and I run out of fairway. That would mean I hit it good, so. Right through the first net. That was left and staying left. Give me a look through those trees. Well, we missed the fairway, but not exactly what I was talking about. That was kind of out of sync. I've been picking up my left heel a little bit more on the backswing. That one felt a little, as soon as I took the club back, I was kind of out of sync on that. Well, let's see what we can do. Got a tree right there. We've got 160. I'm gonna go 8 iron. Lie looks all right. Not quite. I haven't played GSPro enough. Ooh, grabbed the 9 on accident. Haven't grabbed GSPro enough, or I can't even talk. Haven't played GSPro enough to know if, like a shot like this, if it sets you up to where if you hit it right on that line, you'll avoid the tree, or if I'm better off kind of picking a line. Obviously, it's cut and dry if you're right behind a tree, but for a shot like this, I don't know if it basically gives you a suggested line, or if it always just defaults to right to the pin. So realistically, if I was playing this in real life, I would aim further left and try to play more of like a slicey kind of fadey cut, but we'll see what happens. Probably catch that tree, but I'm just gonna take a healthy hack with the 8. Chunky and came out left. Alright, could be worse. "13 yards. We're on an upslope. Just gonna have to try to carry this. 25% reduction out of the bunker, but it's gonna come out a little bit right, so we'll aim there. And anything in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 yards of carry. Another hole out would be nice. Should be decent. Oh, alright. Take that. Pa. On to the 11th we go. Gee, 631 yards. 631 par 5. Vast majority of the time I could probably just leave it wherever it is, but I always like to check what's up there. Oh, club face was a little bit open, but that was squared up. And let's go. Garmin missed the shot slightly, so that was 0. You see the spin axis, it slightly missed it, so it just went dead straight. But that was hit halfway decent. 147 I think I saw, which still I think is on a bit of the low side, but realistically if I had to guess, that swing it's probably low to mid 150s, so I think it's probably 5 mile an hour on the low side, but doesn't really matter. Alright, 366, we're 1 over. Let's try, we don't have much trouble up there. Let's try the old 3-wood. I'd really like to consistently hit this thing and be able to have it as a good 250 club, like 75% of the time if I could. Hit the ball when I try to ground it. I'm gonna reset. Alright, a bit low and pulley left. Whoa, not that far left. Oh, there's some side spin for you. Negative 18.1. I think that's a misread. That came out left, but that wasn't that far left. Negative 18.1 side spin, 900 and 72 of left. Well, at least we got 237 out of it, but we got tree trouble again. 147. I'm just gonna go 9-iron. It's gonna come out right, so we're gonna have to aim left, and then we're on a down slope. We'll just go 9. I don't see how I can get that through the trees without clipping it, so it's probably gonna take some distance off. So I'm just gonna go full 9. Hit it good. Oh, did we get through? Let's go. Whew. All right, we're outside the inner circle, but that was a really good swing. I'll take that all day long for a par. Good contact right in the middle of the club face. That's what we like right there, folks. 12th hole, par 4. Why can't I do that every time is the question. That was a crispy 9. Didn't try to hammer it, but that was a good swing right there. All right, dogleg left. We got bunkers up there, but go about there. Double check the camera. Looks like we're still rolling. Club face. It's about as open as the club face could be on that. Real life, that would have been well into the trees. Gotta love a two-way miss. 4 right. Luckily, we're in the... That one should have been, like the other one was 18. The spin axis was -18 with like 900 of side spin. That should have been at least that going the opposite way to the right. That was way further right than what we should be right now. 192, up about a yard, out of the rough. I'm just gonna go 6-iron. If I strike it well, it's gonna be a little bit too much, but can't get the 7 there, so 6-iron. Been playing to 200, 205. Thin started left, but I hit it pretty good. I should get there. Oh. Well, that would have got there if we didn't fly it into the bunker. I'm feeling more comfortable with these bunker shots and these short wedge shots though, now that I kind of know what I have to do. That one, 94% speed, 80% spin out of that one. We've got 16 left, up about 2 yards, so 18 total. We're on a little bit of a downslope, which I don't love, but wind's picking up. Just gonna have to try to open up this 60. This may go, it's gonna be towards the top of the net, may go over, but looking to fly this about 15, 20. Over the net, but should be pretty good. Ooh. Pretty well judged. It's about as good as I can do from there. All right, 2 balls down on the day. At least they're right next to each other. At least I'm consistent. They're literally within like a yard of each other back there. Okay, 1 over through 12. 13th hole, par 3, 191. Huh. We gotta get over this water. Where's the pin? Front, middle-ish right. Alright, I'm gonna go 6-iron just so we stay dry, hopefully. 7-iron, if there wasn't water, it would be closer to a 7. but I want to make sure this is dry the best that I can. Still very well may end up in the water, but let's go there for maximum bailout safeness. Oh, I hit it good. It's gonna fade a little bit. Or not. Tried to fade a little bit. Stay on the green for a par. We're gonna have to chip that. Bogey, man, auto 3. That's tough. Well, at least that was a good strike. 200 on the dot, 200.6 with the 6-iron. No complaints there. I didn't have that. It started off a little bit left, but I had that, I think it was like in here. I had that starting left and fading back a little bit right. I thought that was gonna be dead on the money. Garmin had that kind of starting there and staying there. 2 over through 13, 14th hole par 4, 457. Definitely some more wayward shots, especially those Hosel strikes, but all in all, swinging it pretty good today. So, by the looks of it, a dogleg left. We got trees to clear. We'll go here. High on the face off the toe, headed right. Should be fine. Realistically, that was further right than what it's going to be, but probably going to the rough. I feel like I have a little bit better control with the club right now. I kind of have a better idea of some of these driver shots, but not quite squaring it up these past few. All right, well, another 6-iron shot apparently. 196, up about a yard, out of the rough, which is going to be 6%. Should be pretty good 6-iron, and we're on a downslope, so it's going to come out kind of hot, and it's going to roll out, but see if we can do basically the same swing as last time. Hit that heavier. That's gonna go. Another bunker. Again, if we didn't catch the bunker, we would have possibly rolled on there, but that was hit heavier than the last one. And at least another upslope, but another 20 yard, up about 2 yards, so 21. It's gonna have to be another flop 60, which will likely go over the net again, but I already have 2 back there, might as well make it 3. Looking to fly this right around 20. Should be pretty good. Oh, just short. I did hit that kind of higher and softer. Crazy that the Garmin can even pick up on stuff like that, but bogey unfortunately, but decent shot. I can see all 3 balls, which is good. 3 over through 14, 15th hole par 4, 424. Grab 4th ball of the day. Got that stupid GSPro theme song stuck in my head. Do 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 do. That was hit pretty hard. A little bit of a low launch, 148 ball speed though. Alright. A little bit of an overfade and or slice, but decent swing. Had the need for speed on that one. So 156. It's gonna come out left. We're on a down slope. We got water long. This is tricky. It's gonna be a 9 iron, but I cannot afford to be long here. And I guess I'll leave it. I was worried about that tree, but we'll go there and just hit hopefully a full 9 and keep it dry. I know whether the ball speeds and club speeds are dead on the money or I still think they're low. Either way, I still think I'm capable, once we really get going here into the golf season where I'm out here in shorts and t-shirt, I think I can get, 264 on that one. I think I can get upwards of 275 and then start creeping eventually if I do a little bit of speed training or figure out some different little techniques to gain a little bit of speed. I'm still hopeful I can eventually, hopefully this will be the season that I get up towards 300. Thin Healy started left, we'll see. Probably another bunker, yep. That's not what we want out of the 9. And this may go up and over too. I really need to take down these nets and string up the new ones that I got delivered. All right, so another 21-yard flat bunker shot. Got our practice. This is 95% chance going right up and over the net and right next to those other balls over there, but it's the shot we need. Came out just a tad right, but should be pretty good again. We'll take it. Par. Gotta get another ball, but at least I figured out those scoring type wedge shots, which is good. All right, 16th hole, par 3. We're 3 over, 197. So it's gonna be a 6 iron. That might have been. No, I got one more. I got one more red super fast. Otherwise, I have 2 sleeves of pink super softs. So if this one ends up over the net, I'm gonna have to switch over to pink super softs. 197, down about 3 yards, but we got water short, so it's gonna be a 6 iron. If we come up long, so be it. Chunky, that's got to go. Started left, we'll see if it fades. Stay on the green for a par. Stay. Fast forward this, it's coming back. All right, it stayed. All right, definitely not the best strike. Only got 189 out of that, but caught that kind of heavy. 2 holes left. 3 over through 16, 17th hole, par 4, 375. It's a little more in the reasonable ballpark distance-wise. This actually, I was anticipating, you never know what you're going to get with these PGA courses. This actually isn't that challenging layout-wise and distance-wise of a course from the furthest back tees. Another split fairway. Well, we'll keep it there. Just get something in play. Low in the face, but should be right up the middle. .147 on the ball speed again. Those do feel a bit hotter off the face, those last couple. Guess I'm timing things up a little bit better. That little bit of the You guys, I know maybe the angle is cutting off a little bit, but just in the start of my backswing, just picking up my left heel a little bit, when you come through and stomp down, you can get just a little bit more torque and power coming through. 112. All right. Approach wedge, which is turning into one of my least favorite clubs in my bag. Let's see if we can get this right. It's going to be about a 75% approach wedge. Full 120, 125, so let's see. Thin, and I pulled it. Another bunker shot. Well, at least I think we're going to have a decent amount of sand saves. I've been able to put a decent amount out of these bunkers into the inner circle. I think they consider those sand saves. See if I can do it again. Another decent strike. It's just all right, 12. We're on a little bit of a downslope, so we're up about 2 yards. Try to fly this just shy of 15. Let's see. 20 with a flop shot's definitely over. 15 is right on that borderline. Hopefully we catch the top side of the net. Caught it a little heavy. Yep. Chunked it. Trying to keep the stupid ball into the net so I didn't have to go switch over the super softs, and then I cost myself a stroke by. Alright. Well, we got to do it again. Basically the same shot. Not going to leave this one short. If anything, this will be long. But we're getting out of this bunker. I chunked it again. But we're out. Ooh, that's going to either be a double or a... Yeah. That's unfortunate. Well, brings us to 5 over. 18th and final hole here. Par 4, 438. Looks to be a dog leg left. Let's see if we can get something. 145, in the neighborhood between 145 and 150. Haven't breached 150 in a while, but those 146, 147, 148 ball speeds aren't bad, considering I think those are closer to in the 150 ballpark. But it's gonna be right. 149. Take that, I suppose. I like that little bit of the lifting up the heel. I was doing that for a while. Still kind of do it even when I don't think about it, but that little bit of a swing thought is helping out off the tee. All right, 183 out of the rough. Gonna go 7. We'll see. It's gonna be 6% less, but hopefully if I halfway strike a 7-iron, that at least puts us to the front. Play this to 180, 185. A little bit chunky again and came out pretty far left. Oh boy. That's not the shot we needed there, folks. Well, I mean, we're already 5 over, so who cares, but that's not how you want to end a round. 43 out of the rough. What are we going to do? Up about 2-3 yards. So we're looking at 45 on a little bit of a downslope. I guess I already have to go back there for balls, so let's open up a 56. Usually I don't hit this club that far. Try to stay in the 30-35 ballpark, but Let's see if we can open this up and fly this right around 40. Don't even really know how that feels. I don't do that here around course, but toey. Not exactly the shot I was looking for, but that was the shot we needed, so take that. Alright, take a look at the scorecard. Not the best, but driver swing was at least a little bit promising. So, from Colonial Country Club in Fort Worth, Texas, home of the Charles Schwab Challenge going on from May 23rd to May 26th, we ended up with a 6 over 76. 36 on the front, 3 birdies there, 40 on the back, so kind of fell apart a little bit. Fatigue was creeping in. I can definitely feel my lower back, but we're able to actually get some of those ball speeds a little bit higher up there with the driver. Let's take a look at the stats. 4 sand saves like I was talking about, but 8 pars, 3 birdies, 5 bogeys, 2 doubles. Luckily nothing worse than that. 26 putts, 4 sand saves, a little over an hour, only 22% greens in regulation, 50%. That's actually not terrible. Granted, the side spin problem with the R10, it is what it is, but want to be at least 50% on both of those metrics, if not 75 is a pretty good round for me. 0.2 handicap on this one brings me down to a little bit below scratch from the few rounds I played with the GSPro. I'm sure that will keep going up, and obviously sim golf is a lot easier than real life golf. No way I would have shot anywhere near this, or that's not even close to what my handicap is in real life, but kind of is what it is with sim golf. Longest drive 273, average drive 262, ball speed average or best. Didn't I have one wasn't it 149? Average was 144, best it had it was 147. I thought I had one that was 149, maybe not, but I thought there was, I know we had 146, I know I saw 147, I thought I had one that was 148, and I thought that last one, maybe I read it wrong, I thought it was 149, but maybe not, I don't know, maybe that was slightly wrong on GSPro's part, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Another PGA Tour course in the books. Gonna go ahead and break things down here, and we got rain coming up again, unfortunately, but at least I didn't get rained on this time like it did last time, so pretty happy all in all. First round was a lot better, and I had a fun time playing that Caddyshack course, but not terrible. 6 over for a PGA Tour course, especially because GSPro is a lot harder too than Home Team Hero, but or more difficult, I should say. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. Relatively happy. Struck some things pretty decent. Hit a couple good 3-woods. Most of the clubs were halfway decent. Hit those couple off the Hosel, but it is what it is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let me know if you have any course requests. Drop those down in the comments. I would appreciate it if you check out the Amazon links. A good way to, again, support the channel at no additional cost. And yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next course.